Luca Carpenter. Luca Carpenter. That's just what I'm going to say tonight on air. That's just all I'm going to say. Oh, I almost wore my Jordans for you today, Luca. Just kidding. I got some Nike Dunk Lows though. They're nice. Okay. I think this is what they're called. Yeah, here they are. Test, 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 test. Green wave to inbound here. See them put this ball in play. We welcome you to the broadcast, ladies and gentlemen. Adrian Cummings here for KNOX TV. Been a little bit of a slower week for us, but we're happy. Good. Okay.
since 1972.
Repairs in your car or truck?
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to East Grand Forks Senior High School. My name, Adrian Cummings, alongside me, Tyler Donaldson. He'll be kicking in some color commentary throughout the evening. On the camera, Luke Carpenter, and back at Layton World Headquarters, Dean Braceth. Folks, we welcome you to the Rivard's Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sales KNOX Live Sports Network. For those listening over the air, this is 1310 AM, 107.9 FM. For those of you watching, it's KNOX TV. Happy to have you on tonight. Got a girls basketball game, one of the last few as this season begins to dwindle to a close. In front of us, we have the Panthers of Park Rapids taking on the Green Wave of East Grand Forks. Tyler, you're making your on-air debut, I believe.
That's right. Happy to be here. Proud to serve. Thanks for having me, Adrian. Excited for some girls basketball here tonight. We got a good contest that we should get to see here. A couple good lineups. Both teams want to have a strong finish to the season. Yeah,
and you know what? In front of us on the court, for those of you watching on KNOX TV, you will see this. We were going through senior night, so there's a little bit of recognition and award of the seniors. It's nice to see that. Nice to see that happening. It's good. I think I've been through a couple of these. I saw some parent appreciation night, I think, for the boys and the girls. But, yeah, a little bit of senior night in front of us. But on the court, it should be a nice matchup. Been a little bit of a tough season for Park Rapids. We'll talk through that a little bit as we continue to move on. But the Green Wave coming off a nice last result, and they're hopefully looking to finish strong in their season as well. Yeah, just kind of a good time of year. It's getting to be that, maybe the weather's fighting to be warm occasionally a couple times. It's starting to be middle February, tournament time just around the corner. We're kind of getting into the home stretch and kind of the last little bit of competitive basketball, Tyler.
That's right. It's that time of year. Teams, you want to really put forth your best effort here. As you said, it's senior night, so expect to see a lot of the upperclassmen really get some more time here.
Yes.
Anyone in particular that you have your eye on here for the?
A couple players that I will spotlight, and I talked to Coach Cassie Zimney just for a minute before, and they got about 5 seniors that are really regular players. They have 7 total, but she said she plans to mix in all 7 of them. It's this is her second year as a head coach, but her 5th year with the program, so this is kind of really her first class of people that have maybe she's seen all the way through. So, like you said, be probably a little bit more of an emotional night tonight, but it should be a good night for basketball here in East Grand Forks. Folks, you're listening to the True North Equipment Signature Graphics pregame show. We'll send you to a quick break. When we welcome you back, we will talk through a little bit of our drive for the title, some standings, what we're seeing up and down the section, and we will keep rolling on as we get closer to tip. You're listening to Park Rapids and East Grand Forks basketball on KNOX.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to SprayAdvantage.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Man of Steel. If you've got electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always...
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com. Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Jeep and Ram. Nelson Auto Center of Grand Forks, proud to be part of the Grand Forks community and proud to support local sports.
Folks, as we welcome you into a filling up and lively East Grand Forks, Minnesota. We're at Senior High here as the Green Wave set to take on the Panthers from Park Rapids here shortly as we get rolling through this pregame show. We're happy to present it to you in part by our sponsors, True North Equipment and Signature Graphics and Apparel. Tyler, let's take a look at our Drive for the Title. Drive for the Title is brought to you by Toys for Trucks. The Drive for the Title is our conference roundup, talks us through maybe what we're seeing. This is a Section 8 AA matchup, so these teams, this is a section game for them. We'll take a look first at the left side of our standings, the leaderboard. Dilworth, Glendon, Felton, who this Park Rapids team just saw, ended up knocking them off by 20 points. DGF is 16-4 overall, and they are 11-2 in the conference. Pelican Rapids, they are 15-5 overall, and then 10-3 in the conference. Barnesville is 13-5 overall, and then 10-4 in the conference. So, Tyler, as we can see, there's kind of that top little, three-pack or triad or whatever, tray, whatever word you want to use, right? There's kind of the top contenders, and that's, Dilworth, Pelican, and Barnesville. And then there's kind of the next sort of the middle cut, and this is right where East Grand Forks is just firmly in the middle. We got Monaga, Perham, East Grand Forks, Hawley, and Thief River Falls. Pretty much all neck and neck, kind of right in that middle, You mentioned earlier, right, they want to sort of finish strong, but they still have a lot to play for, a lot of these kind of middle-pack teams.
That's right, they absolutely do. East Grand Forks having a strong season here, both in conference and out of conference play. And yeah, as mentioned before, looking for a strong finish here. Really want to boost their confidence and ride that high into the playoffs here as much as they can.
Yes, and not that this game is a complete gimme by any means, but you're exactly right. This could be a great confidence builder for them. I think they have just 1 or 2 regular season games after this. I think they have a non-con against Moorhead and then a couple conference games. So this is a good opportunity for them to kind of, tune up, if you will, but get ready to sort of play on the stretch because they have a lot to play for. Rounding out the bottom of the conference, we have Wadena, Frazee, Park Rapids area. That's a team we got tonight. Crookston, Roseau, and Warroad. Green Wave are 12-9 overall and 6-3 in the section. So like you said, that's not nothing to stick your nose up at. They're winning basketball games, so it's not just a putrid season. They've been winning games. They've been up. They've been down. Their last one they fell at Thompson to score 67-48, but that Thompson girls team is probably one of the best in the state of North Dakota. So good measuring stick game, but it doesn't really hurt them, as the season will roll on.
Yeah, that's right. And then it being senior night here, seniors definitely want to leave it all on the court, and finish their careers off strong as well here. On the flip side, on the other side of the coin here, Park Rapids, though, they're a bit of a rough season here so far.
Yes.
Conference play's been tough for them.
Yes.
On that note, you want to finish strong again. You want to secure a win. You want to, even if you're just playing for pride, you still want to leave it all out there.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyler, do you want to talk us through some of the others in action this evening? We got them at the bottom of our screen for those of you watching on KNOX TV.
Absolutely. Tonight here we have Crookston at Foston, Warroad at Stephen Argyle, Staples Motley at Barnesville, Wadena at Bertha Hewitt, Perham at Frazee, Breckenridge at Hawley, New York Mills at Monaga, Park Rapids area, East Grand Falls.
Oh, Ryan, little typo, East Grand Falls down there.
Is that what that is? Oh,
no, you read it right, Ryan. Typed it in wrong. So a lot of notables in action. So tonight, obviously not our only game. If you think the puzzle piece or maybe the layout is becoming more clear, nothing further from the truth is there is kind of a lot to be decided tonight. Folks, this Drive for the Title brought to you by Toys for Trucks. Anything you need to accessorize your car or truck, just on Highway 2 West. We're getting kind of into the thick of auto start season. Tyler, I have one. I use the absolute living crap out of the thing. But feel free to check out Toys for Trucks for anything you need to accessorize your truck or vehicle. Folks, we'll send you to a quick break. When we welcome you back, we'll continue on in this pregame show. We're getting a little closer to tip here. This one should go live probably 7:10, maybe 7:15 or so. We'll have it for you on KNOX Radio and KNOX TV. Back in a few.
Christian CDJ.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team. Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop into Jarrell's and Hockey World.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics, we craft your vision, you watch it come to life.
Plus, expert repairs and custom insoles. Visit us at 3610 South Washington or online at theskiandbikeshop.net. Your adventure starts here.
Folks, as we welcome you back to this broadcast, getting ever closer to tip-off, my name is Adrian Cummings. I will serve as your play-by-play and on-site engineer. Alongside me, Tyler Donaldson. He's getting worked into the color commentary duties, and happy to have him as part of our KNOX Live Sports team. Luke Carpenter working the camera for us tonight as we get going in this one. Folks, if you're listening to this game but would like to watch, feel free to check over, just go over to YouTube, type in KNOX TV, that's KNOX TV in your search bar. You should see our live stream there, and we'll give some video coverage of the game. Luke Carpenter will be keeping us live and focused on the action. And Dean Braceth back at Layton World Headquarters of the Red River Valley. He's going to keep us sounding good over the airwaves as best he can. He's got a really tough job cut out for him working with Tyler and I as his on-air talent, folks. This pregame show brought to you by True North Equipment, Signature Graphics, and Apparel. We're going to continue to roll on in this one, folks. Let's next take a look at our Fuel for the Game. Fuel for the Game brought to you by Circle K. Open 24/7, 7 days a week. 3 new locations in Grand Forks, 1 new one at the old I-80 building, corner of 13th Avenue South and South Washington Fuel K. Tyler, no surprise here for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. And it's senior night, so we'll talk a tiny bit about that, but that'll maybe throw a wrinkle into it. But for the Green Wave, they need Tatum Vodaba, Cameron Adams, and McKaylee Fitzpatrick to have a nice night. And Tatum Vodaba is a 1,000-point career high school scorer. She's only a junior. She's only going to get better, but there's a decent chance that we're looking at one of the best players probably in this Section 8 AA conference tonight in front of us in Tatum Vodaba.
I would say so. Great athlete, great shooter, knows the game well inside and out. They rely on her, and
yes.
I expect the game will go as Vodava goes.
Exactly, and something that she does a really great job of, and you know, a lot of times you'll play maybe some smaller schools that have just sort of one good athlete, and the one good athlete, it takes all the drives and does all the work, and comes easy to defend because you know where the ball is going. Something that Vodava has always done a nice job of is that she creates shots for others. I mean, she's not just putting her head down and getting to the rack for herself, but she'll drive and dish, and she's not afraid to spread the ball around, which only helps her as the game goes on, because now all of a sudden you're playing honest defense on 5 players instead of just one, because you know the one player is getting the ball. You know, the other side for the Park River Area Panthers, not a team we've seen a ton of this season. Nora Cedarstrom, Anna Ulenmi, and Hallie Ishins, that's who we're expecting to see tonight as we're going through the warm-up line. You sort of can kind of pencil out maybe who you think is who, kind of our first time seeing these players, but there are just some players that warm up a little bit of a different way, and you can kind of maybe tell, you know, you can tell the game is maybe going to flow through them.
That's right, yeah. And, tough without a scouting report, but like you said, during warm-ups, you can still get a pretty good idea of who really drives the plays and who to watch for.
Yes, and part of that, right, and to the credit is it's how you warm up, it's how you get ready for the game, right? I mean, players that maybe don't know if they're going to play as much, they might have a little more lackadaisical approach where people that know they're going to be playing, 30 minutes tonight, they're warming up, they're using this time to get ready for the game. Be curious to see, this is a Green Wave team, and we're not quite into our keys of the game, and we will get there, of course, but this Fuel for the Game brought to you by Circle K, open 24/7, 7 days a week. We'll be curious to see how this full court press works for the Green Wave, because you have some seniors that, this will be kind of one of their last handful of games they're getting a chance to get recognized tonight. But the Green Wave expecting to mix more seniors kind of into the rotation for them tonight. We'll take you through some starting lineups a little bit closer to tip, and then I'll have Tyler give a special shout-out to all those seniors when we get there. But looking forward to what should be a nice night of basketball, folks. The clock here at Senior High says just about 8 minutes to go. We got a national anthem to squeeze in there and some starting lineups. So, folks, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll talk through our keys to the game. This will be the game strategy. We'll get a first real taste of our color analyst, Tyler, telling us what he's seeing. We'll get ever closer to tip-off, folks. You're listening and you're watching to KNOX TV and KNOX Radio. Back in a few.
When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters. Something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Need seed, think Proseed. Proseed.net.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersales.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College with faculty and staff here to help you succeed. We know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Folks, as we welcome you back into this pregame show, my name is Adrian Cummings. We inch closer to tip-off here in East Grand Forks, Minnesota. Folks, and we're excited for the game we got in front of us. Tyler, let's take a look at our keys to the game. Keys to the game brought to you by Drell's and Hockey World as part of our True North and Signature Graphics and Apparel pregame show. Drell's and Hockey World, stop in today and see what's new for the season. Not just hockey. We got all sorts of stuff, all sorts of goodies lining the shelves. New drive-thru. We're coming right in the front door. For the East Grand Forks Green Wave tonight, what do you got as your keys to the game, Tyler?
Well, preparing for a balanced Panthers team, definitely to start. There's not one, we talked about it earlier in the pregame, there's not one single player really for the Panthers that you're looking to keep up with. So really just keep a balanced defense, and just really just prepare for a team attack. On top of that, then rebounding and limiting second chances, controlling the boards, you'll probably control the flow of the game.
Yeah, and that's just like typical basketball lore, right? But
pretty standard.
Yes, like you said, I mean, it's kind of funny, right? Like you do a lot of these broadcasts throughout the year, and it just comes down to like which team can do the stuff that like you never want to think about, like rebounding. Don't take a dumb foul, like
dirty work. And,
yeah, exactly. Like that's like what really ends up mattering at the end of the day. You know, this Panthers team, like you said, there's not necessarily a bell cow on this team that's just gonna go and tear down the world. Like they're gonna have a little bit more of a balanced look. It's gonna require kind of a little bit of a different, maybe matchup to get there. You know, on the Panthers side of the ball, what they got to do tonight, you have to match up with Vadova. No surprise here, like we talked about. She's a 1,000-point career scorer. Probably will probably finish as one of the best ever to play for East Grand Forks. You have to limit her ability to make the game easier for others. Oftentimes I've poked that, in high school basketball you can afford to let one player beat you. You probably can't afford to let Tatum Bottom beat you because she will give you a hell of a time and will probably get pretty darn close. The other thing is you have to have a good quality start on a road game. This is a very I won't say it's necessarily a tough environment, but East Grand Forks is very, very good at home. Coming into this game, they're 7-2 at home this season, stacked against a 12-9 overall record. I mean, they are good here. So you got to try and get out to a fast start. You got to do what you can to give yourself the best opportunity to win on the road. You're a couple hours from home, Friday night, maybe thinking about, man, I'd rather probably do anything else in the world right now. But if you start quick, I think you give yourselves a chance in this one.
It's been a long season for the Panthers, but
yes.
as you said it, yes, get off to a quick start. Do yourself a favor, help yourself out later in the game by starting off stronger in the first half.
And the other thing that's not on, for those of you watching on KNOX TV, is you won't see it on your screen. But another thing that we've kind of talked about in the past is, this East Grand Forks team will play a full court press all night long, and it's not really like West Virginia style, like we're going to steal the ball every single time. It's not like that. It's like, hey, we're going to just wear you out and annoy you to the point where, your primary ball handler or maybe your secondary ball handler are going to have the ball in their hands so much that, like, they're going to be tired. They don't want to shoot on the way up the floor. And so be curious to see what the Panthers do for that. I mean, we've seen teams break that at times, usually go for an inbound and then kind of a long shot down the court to sort of get it out of the way. And we've seen that actually work quite well against East Grand Forks. Be curious to see if the Panthers kind of dip into that trick tonight.
I would say that's another key to the game for the Panthers: motion, movement, keeping the ball moving, keeping your players moving. Don't be stationary on the court. You want to be find those open lanes for your passers. Get the ball up court quickly. You don't want to get trapped.
Yes, and that's exactly it. That's when the press really starts taking effect. Is when you're not moving around. You're not really helping yourselves out. Like you said, then the trap comes. All of a sudden, it's a steal here, backcourt violation, whatever it might be. Folks, that will most likely do it for our True North Equipment Signature Graphics and Apparel pregame show. We're going to hang on through this one as they're going to do some brief introductions, and then they will kick us to the national anthem. We'll take that national anthem with them. This game's set to tip probably about 7:15, so we're a couple minutes away yet. We're getting closer. Happy to have you on the broadcast this evening. Joining me is Tyler Donaldson. My name is Adrian Cummings. Scoreboard updates throughout the evening will be brought to you by Ultra Health Systems. Should be a good tilt here tonight in East Grand Forks. Good road constituency coming from Park Rapids, and of course the home side, which sits right below us. The East Grand Forks parents usually pretty darn good about showing up for their team, and no place they'd rather be on a Friday night. Also look to the left baseline. I can see that looks like a lot of the boys team has made it tonight as well. So nice to see some support from other parts of East Grand Forks tonight for the girls. As we inch just a little bit closer to this one, be curious to see how this first kind of initial storm maybe for Park Rapids to kind of weather that, Tyler. Be curious to see, what East Grand Forks has got going in the first, 2 minutes of the game to sort of separate themselves.
They could really benefit from a strong start as well.
Yes. It's just kind of typical basketball lore. Like, you want to be quick, you want to get going, you want to do the best job that you can.
If the shots aren't falling, I think a key for both teams, if the shots aren't falling, don't let that stop you. Don't sulk.
Yes.
Keep working. Find other ways to invest yourself in the game and to impact the game.
Folks, we're going to take this break. National anthem just coming. On the other side of the break, we'll take you through some starting lineups for the East Grand Forks Green Wave, and we'll get just ever closer to tip here. Should be coming your way in a few minutes. You're listening and watching KNOX. We'll be right back.
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
Open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, through a tonneau cover, we are your solution. If you're looking to personalize your vehicle with a truck cap, suspension lift,
If you've got an electrical emergency, call RBB Electric. We are your 24/7 electrician. Your call will always be answered by an RBB employee ready to help 24/7. RBB Electric is on time every time. Your time is valuable, and we don't waste it. RBB Electric always calls ahead to schedule service. We are online always. If you suffer from slow download speeds, call our certified network designers and installers. On call, on time, and online. RBB Electric won't leave you in the dark. RBB Electric, your 24/7 electricians.
open all year round to the public, Eagles Crest offers space for holiday parties and family get-togethers. And of course, daily specials, appetizers, and all your favorites, including Sunday brunch buffets. Come in for the view and delicious meals at Eagles Crest Grill.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
Man of Steel.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
From tears in your car, truck, boat.
Folks, as we walk in back into this pregame show, we're going to take you through some starters. We'll start first, Tyler, if you've got them. We'll start first for the East Grand Forks Green Wave. The lights just went very dim in here, so
Sure thing.
We'll do the best that we can. Tyler will take you through East Grand Forks starters. These starting lineups brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Remember, FDIC. Tyler, what do you got over there?
Starting for East Grand Forks, we have number 3, Emma Marcotte. Number 10, McKaylee Fitzpatrick. Taylor Berg, number 14, also starting. Number 15, Cameron Adams. And rounding it out, number 23, Tatum Vodova.
So nice. That's Marcotte, Fitzpatrick, Berg, Adams, and Vodova for the Green Wave tonight. Nothing probably too, I would say, out of the norm for the Green Wave, as I'm going to get some starters here for the Park Rapids area Panthers. I'm just trying to get the last one written down here, and I'll take you through those as well. It seems like kind of a vanilla sort of, lunch pail kind of starting lineup for the Green Wave, if you will.
That's right. Yeah, a lot of hard workers on there. We've seen them before. They work well together, though. So,
and that's kind of the benefit, right, of a team playing together. Folks, we'll now take you through some starters for the Park Rapids area Panthers. Starting for them, number 2, Allie Rowland. Number 11, Nora Cedarstrom. Number 21, Anna Yolanemi. Number 22, Vivian Shapersky. And number 23, Hallie Eichens. So the starting 5 for the Panthers are Roland, Cedarstrom, Eichens, Yolanemi, and Vivian Shapersky. That should do it for the Panthers. So set to have a nice tilt here. Those starting lineups brought to you by Franson Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC. Panthers coming to this one on a little bit of a skid. They've lost their last 3. Looking for a nice rebound game tonight. They do have a good opportunity against the Green Wave team that is a little bit vulnerable after they lost recently at Thompson. That was, I believe, last week. So we should be set for a good matchup here tonight. We're excited to have it for you, folks. My name is Adrian Cummings alongside Tyler Donaldson. You're listening to KNOX 1310 AM, 107.9 FM, and you're watching KNOX TV as we get set to jump here, folks, in the nice, warm senior high gym.
Thankful for that.
Yeah, right. It's a lot nicer to be inside, especially kind of when it's a crummy day. You just sort of kind of appreciate it a little bit more. As we get ready to jump here, as Fitzpatrick is going to go up for that one. Kicking it to the right side, she finds Berg. Cameron Adams, my apologies, and she takes it to the rack. And we have a quick and early inbound in this one. Green Wave do win the tip. They got a chance to set something up here. Berg's now going to inbound. Thought she had a cutting. I want to say that was Fitzpatrick, but just did not get it to line up there. Taking this one back now is Berg. Flipping it on the far side is Marcotte. Marcotte going to spot up a long 3. Back iron, no good. Just a little strong for her. First shot of the game, but she'll settle in here. Cameron Adams with it now. And she's going to flip it to Berg. Top of the key, gets it to go. Berg with her first 3 of the evening here. As the Park Rapid area Panthers do break through this press, and they're near half court. This one gets stolen at half court. My apologies, spoke a little too soon. And Cameron Adams going to go right to the well. So Berg and Adams get a flurry going early. Park Rapids, we thought had beat this full court press, but then we're just unable to find an option.
And there's that trap, Adrian.
Oh, man.
Making an impact already.
First play of the game. This shot goes up and is just a little bit heavy. That one is Shapersky. That foul is going to go to McKaylee Fitzpatrick, so we will get an opportunity, a couple free throws here from Shapersky with just 17 minutes and 3 seconds remaining in this first half. It's going to be a good opportunity tonight for the Panthers to inch back some points if they can, as this free throw line, as the first two are good. And Shapersky cashes in on both of her opportunities. Up the court now on the far side, that's Berg. Adams, Tatum Vonova going to pop a very long and high arcing three. That one goes nowhere and is rebounded quickly by Park Rapids, who's got to get moving across the half court here if they don't want to face a 10-second violation. Nearly stolen again by the Green Wave. You see that defense just taking effect early in this one. Far side driving inside as Ishins is unable to get it to go. Nice rebound, clearing the glass there and putting that one up. I believe that's Shapersky again. Ulanemi, excuse me. As the Green Wave go down the court and end up empty. Kind of a scary play on the far side there, chasing down that ball is, I believe, Allie Rowland. Just fighting to keep that one in, but the Green Wave will get an opportunity inbound from the far side. Inbound pass comes in, work finds its way in the hands of Berg. Berg going to go up, drive to the rack, and she gets it to go. Green Wave have used the middle early in this one. Berg's already up to 5 just on the first handful of possessions. Ishins with it now on the far side. And she makes a nice cutting move down the lane and is able to get a 2 to go. So a nice play early from Ishins there. We got a little bit of a basketball game forming in front of us.
We sure do.
Vodova is going to spot one up from the free throw line, gets her first 2 of the evening. And she gets on the board. No surprise there. You knew it was coming. You assumed before late. Baseline now and taking an extra step. That is Norris Cedarstrom, so it's going to be a turnover from the Panthers here.
Can't let your feet get ahead of you.
Yeah, that's right. And, you know, they have to, when they get an opportunity to, after they've broken this press, that's when that turnover is crucial on the far side because you've already done all the hard work of getting into the half court. You might as well, do what you can to get a shot up.
Exactly.
Top of the key is Adams. She's going to drive and throw this one up a little strong. Ishins grabbing the rebound quickly, and she's going to get moving. And stolen by Tatum Vonova near half court. Vonova with a nice steal. She goes up, puts it in, and takes advantage of her opportunity. Vonova now up to 4 off the steal of Ishins there near half court.
Really savvy play by Vonova, looking off the defender but taking it to the rim.
And we get a timeout early here from Murphy, folks. We're going to keep it with you. I want to talk a little bit more about that exactly is kind of just how Tatum Vonova plays. I mean, smart defensively, but, sees an opportunity, then will pretty much just turn and burn for, lack of a better way of saying it, and take it immediately to the rack and put up the points and just on to the next play.
She plays like she's older than she is. She's
Yes.
only a junior, as you said.
That's right.
And she plays, honestly, like she's on another level. A lot of what I see from her in and out every game, there's a maturity there. She keeps her head about her. She knows where everybody is on the court.
Yes.
She's very, very smart player.
And the vision piece is important because, we'll see. I would just about bet my life savings on it as this game develops. As she continues to drive more and distribute and pass, right? It's like this uncanny, able to find players all over the court. As the Panthers do inbound here, working top of the key now is Ulanemi. This one's poked away. The Green Wave going to get a steal. Taylor Berg working quickly on the far side now. She spots up outside the three-point line. Long three comes in from Cameron Adams. Fighting for the rebound and grabbing it is Ulanemi. Working up the court, nearly getting a poke steal there is Cameron Adams. She goes to the court a little bit hard there. So we'll get another inbound now from Park Rapids. Skylar Rusted into the game for the Green Wave. Panthers take this inbound ball and they're working top. With it is Ulanemi. Long shot comes in. Saving that one on the baseline is Rowland. Working inside is Ishins. And we get a travel call. I didn't see it. I was kind of trying to find my names in the program here to see where the pass has gone. The Park area, doing a really nice job of moving the rock around early in this one.
That's 3 turnovers in a row, though, in the offensive zone for them, Adrian.
Interesting, and that's the kind of stuff that you just can't afford to happen. As we get some groans and boos, for lack of a better term, from the Park Rapids side of the bench. They thought maybe Skylar Rusted was second to that spot on the court, but nonetheless, Green Wave get a foul. They inbound. Bottom of a working baseline. This pass is deflected and stolen. Working quickly are the Panthers. They got to take an opportunity. Nice bounce pass in. That one goes to Cedarstrom, but she's just unable to put that one in the net. Fights for her own rebound here and finds a streaking Roland. That one's going to be a foul before we get a chance to go. Interesting play you made, Tyler. 3 turnovers in a row. You got to find some scores on one of these plays eventually, you'd think.
The tough part is going against a trap the way that they are, that Park City is if you fall behind, you're just digging yourself deeper almost.
Correct.
Going against that trap. So you got to take advantage of the opportunities when they're there.
Well, and you already do all the work of getting down, and, it's not just as simple as making a layup. I mean, I'm not saying that, but you're already there. I mean, you might as well do what you can, right?
Absolutely.
Long spot up 3 comes in from Vodova. That one is good from the Green Wave. That one came from the near side. She's up to 7 already in this one. And we get another turnover, I believe, from the Green Wave. So Park Rapids is getting past the press and then not getting past and not getting past. That one they did not get past as this Green Wave defense is stifling early. Inbound pass comes. It goes to Rusted. Tatum Vodova is going to work inside, kind of cuts baseline, floats an easy 2. She's got it. Green Wave up to 16. They lead this one by a score of 16-6, and they're hunting for more here.
Vodova heating up. That's a good sign for the Green Wave.
Yeah, like you said, the game kind of goes however she plays. We'll see how the rest of this game will develop, and she has started very, very good early. With it now in the corner is Roland. She looks for a cutting Ishins, but is just unable to connect that one. Checking into the Green Wave are Spildy and Ella Gerber. Gerber, one of the seniors that will see some featured playing time this evening. As the inbound pass goes to Ishins, she goes up a little strong on that one, gets her own board. Nice grab there. And we're going to get a jump ball. This one will, or maybe a foul? Jump ball, unless my arrow must have just changed right before I looked. Just over 12, just under 13, excuse me. Minutes remaining. This one bounce pass baseline. This one's no good. Tipped out of bounds by the Panthers. So the Green Wave with an opportunity to inbound in this one.
Molly Cedarstrom in for the Panthers.
Marcotte inbounds to Spildy. And they'll get moving here. Rusted far side. He's going to go up and underneath to Marcotte. That's Ellie. Tatum Vodova top of the key, working on a drive. Works through a Gerber screen. Nice move there. Gets it to go. Vodova already with 11 in this one. Wow, she is off to a quick start. She's outscoring the Park Rapids team, and we're going to get an over and back here. It's going to be a turnover for Park Rapids, so untimely as Vodova heats up. They've been cooling down a little bit, Tyler.
You don't want to keep giving the ball back to her if you're Park City or Park Rapids rather.
Yeah, that's kind of the problem is you know where it's going to go and you haven't really found an answer early. Spildy going to work far side now. She's going to go baseline bounce pass. That one a little strong for Ellie Marcotte. Ends up in the bench here as Ishins will get a chance to inbound on the far side. With the ball now is Vivian Shapersky. They're going to move this one quickly through the half court as we're going to get a foul, I believe, on Spildy. On the back of Ishins. And we're going to get to run this one again to inbound. Just under 12 minutes remaining in this one. Green Wave off to a hot start. They lead by a score of 18-6. Working far side now is Ishins for Park Rapids, the Panthers. She's going to drive inside, floats one inside. Nice move there, but just unable to get her shot to fall. Works in that corner to steal the ball back. Nearly has it off the hands of Skylar Rusted. But Ellie Marcotte's going to flip quickly to Spildy and finds Vodova on the far left side. Vodova shot just a little bit strong, but Gerber with a nice rebound. Marcotte underneath gets it to go. The Green Wave turning that turnover into some offense there. as Marcotte notches her first 2 of the evening, and Park Rapids finally gets to break this press. Bounce pass underneath to Ishins, and she does get it. So Hallie Ishins gets her 4th points of the evening. The Panthers trail by a score of 20-8 with just over 11 minutes remaining. So finding finally an offensive score after a nice play by Ella Gerber to extend that play for the Green Wave. Gerber now top of the key right side. Goes corner to Vadova, who slides inside. Looking at her options is Vadova, and coming up with the steal there is Shapersky. A nice quick can for her. She goes to roll into the far side. She goes even further corner. Did not get a number on that shot there. Rusted grabs a rebound and is not able to work quickly. She is able to work quickly, rather. Rusted goes all the way to the rack, just unable to get that one to fall. Rebound comes for Park Rapids, and they got to get past the half court here, and they do. This pace is notably picked up in the last couple of minutes here, Tyler.
Starting to see a bit of back and forth now, not as many stops in action.
Yes, and it just helps both teams. I mean, they just want to play free-flowing basketball. Spildy puts on a nice move. Thought she had a good shot there. That one ends up short, and Park Rapids going quickly now up the court and taking that one in, and I think we'll get an and one as well. Let's get a number on that one. That number 3, that is Molly Cedarstrom. Yeah, like you mentioned, Tyler, it's starting to get a little bit more, getting to be a little bit more back and forth in this game, and not so much just sort of one team making it happen. As Cedarstrom gets another one from the stripe there. It's nice to see the competition spread out a little bit and kind of turn into more of a back and forth game.
Absolutely. I think stoppage right now, obviously with East Grand Forks being ahead, a slower pace of play probably benefits Park Rapids. It allows them some time to, collect their thoughts and maybe get back into it.
Yes, I agree.
But
Patrick had a nice lay-in there. And we're going to get a timeout from the far side, folks. We will take it with them, this timeout. Back in a few.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Residents of the Midwest are known for being self-starters and getting the job done. But when it comes to electrical work, it's best to call a professional. Hi, this is Steve from Bergstrom Electric. It's true that there's a certain glory to accomplishing a task on your own, but it's our experience that not only will save you time, but also the headaches that go along with home improvement projects. A simple phone call to Bergstrom Electric can make all the difference. At Bergstrom Electric, the light does shine brighter.
Of Apex Apparel, your family-owned quick turnaround apparel and print shop here in Grand Forks. Big Jim's Eastside Tire, just located in North Grand Forks. So Eastside's a little deceiving. As we get ready to get this one rocking again here, 9 minutes and 50 seconds remain, so we're just a hair fast. Taylor Berg with the ball now far side. She goes corner to Cameron Adams. Adams top of the key. Cycles this one over to Marcotte. Marcotte quick pass in the corner. And a long floater comes in. That one no good from Berg, but nice snap pass from Marcotte there. As we're going to get a jump ball. And this one will stay with the Green Wave. So Marcotte going to get a chance to inbound here on the near side. She does. Top. She's got Cameron Adams. Adams goes to Vadova, who's got 11 in this game already. Has started very, very hot for the Green Wave. Long spot up 3 comes in. This one off the hands of Cameron Adams. No good as Ishins moves quickly and goes up and underneath. That lane attempt just a little bit strong, but able to get that one back on the putback is Norris Cedarstrom. So we're starting to see a little bit of offense out of this Panthers team. It's nice, Tyler. Nice to see them getting a little bit of a groove as we have another near steal on top here. Vadova is able to fall on it, and Looks for a pass. This one's going to be a turnover, so nice play from the Panthers there.
Starting to put some plays together. Good vision from Ishins. Strong player. She's had a good start. And the Panthers finally stringing some offense together here. As we mentioned in the pregame, they don't have a lot that they're playing for, much beyond pride right now, but they are sticking in it.
Yeah, absolutely. And as we have a wide open shot here, this one just a little bit short from UNM. They have, obviously they're in this game, as a long spot up three comes in from Marcotte. They're trying to collect my thoughts. If they get a couple more lay-ins on the other end, all of a sudden this is really a one-possession game. So it's been a tight basketball game as we get a charge here. Taking that charge is Vanova. Not always do you see your best player willing to lay down for a charge right in the middle of the lane, Tyler.
That's that kind of leadership you want from your best player, though. Willing to lay it out on the line. So.
Yes. The Green Wave with it now. Coming over half court. Vanova with it on the left side, just outside the three-point line. It's a screen from Adams. She goes far side. Nice move here. This one flips into the hands of Hams. Vanova.
Good ball.
She's going to take a spot up three. That one no good. And we're going to get a foul away from the play. I didn't see it. Foul will just come in on Lainey Hams. We'll get a chance to run this one back. Just over 8 minutes remain. Panthers in the Green Wave playing in a decent basketball game. Green Wave leading this one convincingly by a score of 25-13. But the Panthers have shown some signs of life. Long temp comes in here. This one no good. So the Green Wave will get an opportunity now coming back the other way. I mean, the Panthers started a little bit slow and had a good little kind of couple of some middle minutes there, and now maybe a little bit slower, but they're going to work their way back into this game.
They've cut the lead a little bit, but they still have a ways to go.
Hardwin Vadova's got put up 11 early in this one as a nice floater comes in. This one off the hand of Cameron Adams from the zero angle, just pure baseline shot. Nice move there. Quickly the other way are the Panthers and putting that one in.
And that's how you beat the trap, Adrian. Get the ball up court quickly and take the easy buckets when they're there.
Yeah, exactly, and it's not rocket science just to take the nice three as Adams splashes another one. She's got the last 5 points for the Green Wave in just 2 possessions. So Adams a nice shot. She's up to 7 in this game.
Green Wave shooters, they came to play.
Absolutely, they are ready to go tonight. Working now top is Yulanemi. She's going to work inside and distribute to the wing. She finds Shapersky, and we're going to get a travel off the whistle of Brandon Wald. So this one will end up back with the Green Wave, ready to go. Green Wave still lead this game by a score of 30-15. Just under 7 minutes remain on this KNOX 1310 AM 107.9 FM broadcast. Those of you watching on KNOX TV, happy to have you on. Cannot thank our local partners enough, but certainly you, our listeners and viewers, we're happy to have you this season as we've had a lot of expanded sports coverage, Tyler, and Tyler's getting into the fold. Nice to have some new voices on with us as we're getting ever closer to the postseason, which seems like such a long time ago as Ishins drives inside. Her lane attempt just a little bit strong. Marcotte thought she had the ball clean in the back pocket there, and she's going to get whistled for a foul. Oh, this one's away. This is not Marcotte. It's away from the ball. We have some expanded sports coverage. We're getting ready for the playoffs here. It's kind of fun, a little bit different.
Right. Exciting time of year.
That's right. Green Wave up to 7 team fouls on this one. As that foul is going to be to shoot 2 now as Ishins. Green Wave up to 7 fouls on this game, 6.5 remain. I believe that first free throw is good. And Ishins goes 1 for 2, but grabbing the board underneath. Unable to put that one up, but drawing yet another foul. That's Vivian Shapersky. So Ishins has got 5 in this one. Shapersky with 2. Nora Cedarstrom with 2. And Yulanemi with 4. Kaylee Fitzpatrick back in for the Green Wave. His second free throw attempt is no good. But another big offensive rebound as a long spot up three comes in. Oh, this one goes in and out. And Ms. Fitzpatrick ends up with it. Cedarstrom got absolutely robbed, and another steal from the Panthers here. So they've shown some defensive prowess here as Eichen's going to go for a strong lay-in attempt. That one no good, but Green Wave got to find some options here, and they finally do. Seeing Lane taking it, Cameron Adams. Oh, that attempt just a little bit strong, no good. And we're going to get a foul on Cameron Adams for a push. Adams saw a little bit of, for lack of a better term, green grass and decided to go.
That she did. That she did. Panthers keeping themselves in the game right now with some strong rebounding here. They had about 3 or 4 second chance attempts there. And they're sticking with it.
Yeah, they are. Folks, we got a timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching and listening to KNOX. We'll be back in just a sec.
Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Will Rich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer.
You've been waiting for a chance to do something that matters, something big without a big price tag. Welcome to Northland Community and Technical College. Here you can have a big impact on a small campus, in classrooms that mirror today's workplace, with instructors who teach from experience and know you by name. You've been waiting for a place like this. Are you ready?
Tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Need a specific dimension, tank capacity, or even want a diamond plate custom show-stopping fuel tank? We can build it. Go to GrandForksWelding.com.
Grand Forks Welding, men of steel.
Folks, as we get back into this one, at the charity stripe is Anya Yolenemi. Like Tyler had mentioned, some really nifty rebounding, and there's another one there, and another foul there from the Green Wave. I think they've probably got like 4 or 5 rebounds like on this one possession.
In the last 30 seconds, yes.
I mean, they have just done an excellent job. That's Park Rapids in grabbing some big boards. Shooting this free throw now, and not getting that one able to drop through. That's Madeline Brandt. A free throw attempt just coming a little bit strong and to the left. She'll get another opportunity here as that one goes all the way around and not. So the Green Wave luck out on no free throws and do get a rebound. Skylar Rusted going to lower her head and drive inside. She's going to kick to the far side. Long 3 attempt comes in. That one coming off of the hands of Carly Walsh. And Walsh's shot is no good, and I think we got a travel here. Green Wave might have trapped that one off the rebound, and we get a travel called on Park Rapids. A couple of those have been called this evening. Skylar Rusted with the ball now top, working to the right side. Tatum Vadaba top, just dead on center, going to spot up a 3. It's good. Nice shot from her. Vadaba up to 14 on the evening. Just excellent performance from her thus far. Spotting up a 3 of her own is Shapersky, and she gets it to hit. Shapersky gets a quick answer for that one. She's up to, I believe, 7 on the evening. Far side now, Walsh. Top is Emma Marcotte. Marcotte going to drive left side and try to take that one to the rack. But she's fouled on the way through. I think they're going to say Yolenemi. Shapersky, rather. So she should get to shoot 2 here, I believe. And she does. Emma Marcotte, one of the seniors being recognized tonight alongside her sister Ellie. They both recognized for their contributions to this Green Wave program over the years. It's kind of fun to see sort of how the team grows. And like I said, Coach Cassie Zimney had said this is really the first group that she's seen all the way through. As Marcotte's second free throw attempt good. It kind of changes it a little bit when you start to grow with the team. As this inbound pass stolen by Skylar Rusted, she goes up and underneath to Marcotte. Marcotte gets that ball just poked out of her pocket by Yolenemi. But Rusted, who is a former recipient of our finest auto trim cover of the game for her defensive efforts, showing early here. As the Green Wave get a chance to inbound now, Rusted going to spot up a long 2. That one back iron, no good. This one nearly rebounded but kicked out of bounds. This will stay with the Green Wave here, 20 on the shot clock to play, and going to inbound near side. Just over 5 minutes remain in this first half. Scoreboard updates brought to you by Ultra Health Systems. Tatum Bottomba with now right side, left rather, unless she's going to spot up another long three. That one's going to be heavy. She's going to work for that rebound and nearly go out on the far side, but good awareness there. She keeps it in the court. Rusted going to drive inside and tries to go up, and they're going to say she was fouled. Looked like ball. We'll take another look at that one. This replay brought to you courtesy of American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency.
Fearless effort by Rustad. Nice drive. And
oh, man, I don't know. Yeah, it was great play by her. I just don't know if that...
it looked like it was close to all ball. It was close. Tough to call.
That's right. I mean, you get one glance at it. I'm certainly not saying I know better than the guy 4 feet away on the baseline, but, man, that one did look close.
It was close.
And we're going to say someone maybe went early from the stripe. So 4:50 remain after some subs get into this one. To inbound now on the baseline is Aishin. She does. And Park Rapids going to get moving, and this one's going to be swatted as Marcotte's going to end up with it in her hand. Up and underneath. She gets a nice pass to Berg, who's just unable to get it to fall. Ellie Marcotte now going to kick corner to Vodova, who hits a big corner three. That one's good. Green Wave in definite control of this game. They lead by a score of 37-19.
Another turnover, Adrian. That's, I believe, 4 in a row from this trap.
Man, the Green Wave, the pressure has just turned on. Vodova corner three, where she just got the last one. Trying to double dip there, but just unable to get it to drop. Green Wave lead this one by 18 with 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining in this first half. Aishin's going to float one inside. Lane attempt just a little bit strong from Ulanemi, and Vodova's going to turn quickly. She finds baseline Berg, who cycles this around. Marcotte to Marcotte here. Long three attempt comes in. Man, these teams are hard to keep up with.
Good ball movement there by the Green Wave.
Yeah. Oh, man. Gives a play-by-play guy a hell of a time trying to keep track of that orange ball.
I don't know how you do it, Adrian. I don't know how you do it.
Park Rapids to inbound now, and they do. Aishin's going to pick up and try to throw it to space. That one just a little bit strong. Ellie Marcotte is able to grab it. We're getting a foul whistle coming in from behind the play.
You don't want to lose your dribble or stop your dribble that far back against the trap. Yeah, in any circumstance, really, but especially against a trap.
I mean, she picked up well shy of the free throw line, I would say. And then all of a sudden you're just kind of working backwards. Vodova, long spot up three. No good. Ellie Marcotte grabs it and cycles. Nice pass from her. This one goes to Taylor Berg. No good. Emma Marcotte going to grab a board here, but this one is poked out and ends up in the hands of the Panthers. Up ahead, all alone, Molly Cedarstrom. Ellie Marcotte puts together a nice defensive effort. But that one is going to be good as we get a whistle. Timeout, folks. We will keep it here. This timeout brought to you by Big Jim's Tire, Apex Apparel. Tyler, talk a little bit about kind of what you're seeing from this press early in the first half.
Well, it's really tough when you're going against a full court press like this. If you fall behind, then it's a hole that's twice as deep to dig yourself out of. It's and when it's working, when the press is working, it's oppressive. That's why they call it a press. And when it's not working, especially when it's a full quarter or 3/4 press like the Green Wave are employing tonight, there can be openings. You know, it's a high risk, high reward system.
Yes,
a lot of the time.
And for a team, you know, Coach Josh Berkowitz, who coaches the boys team, told me this nugget probably, I don't know, 3-4 months ago. But he said, you know, against a team with one person that can dribble the ball, the press is very effective. If you got one player that's going to take it up every single time and that's just all they do and whatever, that press is like gold. Now, if you got a team with a couple ball handlers, 2-3 people maybe comfortable with the ball in their hands, that press, you get burned a lot faster and a lot more often. You know, Park Rapids, to their credit, this game has not really ever been close, but it doesn't feel like it's really so spread out. I mean, the Green Wave lead by 16 with over 3 to play, and they're moving in front of us. But, you know, it's not like it doesn't feel so far away as a 16-point game that we've seen, but again, the Green Wave now ending up with another steal. That's sort of where the hay gets made, if you will. It's a very nifty move inside there by Taylor Berg. She's up to 7 on this one. Eichen's far side now. It's across half court. She's going to think about what she wants to do. Puts on a nice move on Berg.
Nice crossover.
Oh, really nice play by her. She gets to the rack. She answers that, too, with one of her own.
Like you said, Adrian, if you have more than hard foul there on Vodova driving to the hoop, but as you said earlier, Adrian, if you have more than one ball handler, the trap, especially a full court trap, can be worked around. It's not an impossible task. And I think the Panthers, from what we've seen so far tonight, Eichen's definitely enjoys having the ball in her hands. She also moves really well without the ball, always looking for seams, always making cuts. But really, it seems like they're at their best when she has the ball in her hands.
Yeah, I would agree. And I would, like I was sort of alluding to, as Vodova goes 2 for 2 from the stripe there. It's both to go up to 19 on the evening now early in this first half. 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining us late in this first half, early in the game. If it wasn't for kind of this string of turnovers, and they've had really 2 sort of distinct periods like this where they just have really been unable to get the ball anywhere, as this one's going to be tipped out of bounds by Vodova. If it wasn't for these string of 3, 4, 5 turnovers in a row, we're probably looking at a lot closer basketball game than 41-23.
In all honesty, Adrian, if Park City or if Park Rapids was making their shots, you could say this about any team in any game, but if they were making their shots, they've had the opportunities. They've had a lot of opportunities. And if they were making more of their shots, this would be a much closer game.
Yes, absolutely. It's a nice move inside from Ulanemi, but she's just unable to get that one to fall. Coming up the court now. The Green Wave, Vodova nearly losing that one, but Eichen's playing very, very good defense on her.
That's the matchup I would be pressing for if I were Park Rapids coach. I'd have Eichen's on Vodova. I would have had her on Vodova from the start.
Yeah, Eichen's, and as you see her here driving inside, she thinks about floating there. I say she traveled. I did not see that foot come with her.
Close call.
That was very close. But Eichen's, that's the matchup you got to have. Vodova's gashed you for 19 in this one. And not saying that, if it wasn't her, there'd be no points scored, but this is a 18-point basketball game, and Vodova's got 19 of them. She kicks to the corner, this long wing 3, just a little bit shy. As Park Rapids is going to go quickly again, and nice forward pass. That one ends up in the hands of Ulanemi, and coming in with the screaming foul behind the play, Taylor Berg. So Ulanemi will get a chance to shoot. Like you said, there's Eichen's vision just setting up that play.
Absolutely. I want to see on that play a stronger finish from Ulanemi. Don't put the ball on the court. Just take the pass, 2 steps, lay it up. Putting the ball on the court, that's your brain's into it too much at that point. You're thinking too much.
Well, and in this specific opportunity, right, if you could just get up, maybe you get 2 points, and then you go 1 and 1 in the free throws, but you might get both, is I guess what I'm getting at. Green Wave now up and underneath Vodova. She's stripped. 1.5 minutes remain. Skylar Rustek gets the ball back, but they're going to say her foot was just on the other side of that baseline. We're going to get a turnover from the Green Wave after they just popped one out underneath. These turnovers are kind of their de facto offensive rebounds, and they've had certainly plenty of them. Eichen's inbounds and takes this ball. She pulls up in front of her own bench, has got to move quickly. She does get it now on the far side. She's going to spot up a long 3. That one front iron, no good.
Good passing, good look. Just didn't fall.
Yep, it's got a play you got to take as Rusted's going to drive to the rack and get that one to fall.
Real nice take from Rusted.
Skylar Rusted getting a circus lay-in, folks. We'll take another look at that one. This one brought to you courtesy of American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. Getting rewarded for all of her defenses. That one just hangs on the rim for 1 extra second and drops in. As Rusted's free throw is no good. Park Rapids going to look to move quickly here in what should be one of the final possessions of the half. Eichen's going to get a whistle for the travel there.
That's a tough call for Eichen's, I think. She went up the first time, and a Green Wave player had their hand on the ball.
Yeah, She went up and the ball stayed. We got it
The
right
ball
where it
stayed.
was.
She should have had a dribble there. I don't know about that call, but that's the way they call it.
Top now is Walsh. He goes to Spildy. Corner is Ellie Marcotte. Marcotte going to drive, and they're going to say Ishins fouled her on the way through. That's Ishins' just second foul of the evening, so no one really in foul trouble. There is a Green Wave player. I believe it's Cameron Adams. It's got 3 fouls, I think. Now, number you love to see in the first half, but
You have that in your head there. How many fouls? Good
well, it's
eyes
on the
you.
board. I'm cheating. It's on this
Okay,
big
there
board.
it is.
No, I'm not.
I was going to say, that's very observant of you.
That would be kind of supercomputer-esque. Ishins to get the ball now, 45 seconds. She's going to work over the half court and take her time. She's guarded by Carly Walsh. Ishins going to put a move in here. Got to find an option. And she does. This one ends in the hands of Ulanemi. Ulanemi going to spot up a long 3 of her own. That one nearly good, but just unable to get it to drop. And we're going to get a foul called. Should be a 1-on-1 opportunity for Ellie Marcotte, I believe. Marcotte going to get ready to shoot for the Green Wave in what should be one of the final possessions of the half. The Green Wave in firm control of this game. They lead by a score of 44-24. They got a 20-point lead quite easily, and their defense has really been of note. We will talk through that in our halftime show. We are just moments away as these 2 free throws no good. Ishins now with it. Shot clock is off, so you got as much time as you need in this one. 15 remain, working right side, Ulanemi. 12 now. Ulanemi nearly loses it underneath. This one's going to be out.
Green Wave ball.
Green Wave
Wave
ball.
ball.
Yep, that's right. Dang, I would not have guessed that.
I thought it was the other way, but again, we're up here.
That's right.
They're down there.
Marcotte inbounds to Spildy. 5 seconds remaining. Vadova's got to find a shot. She goes dead on top center. That one front iron, no good. And that's going to do it for the first half, folks. So the Green Wave out in control. This one early, they lead by a score of 44-24, folks. When we come back, we're going through the halftime show. When we come back, we will talk through what we're seeing in the first half, give you a scoring summary as best we have it. We'll get ready for tip-off in the second half, and this one coming shortly. Green Wave in control. We'll be right back.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
From tears in your car, truck, boat, or farm equipment seats to making boat covers or complete restorations of the interior of your hot rod, Finest Auto Trim in Grand Forks can make the inside of your rides look brand new again. Big or small, at Finest Auto Trim, we can cover it all. To check out our services, go to finestautotrim.com or stop out on Demers Avenue in Grand Forks to get your quote today.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
Add a pop of color and excitement to your next celebration with Balloons by Misty. Their one-of-a-kind balloon design skills and creativity will make your event unforgettable. It's always a party at Balloons by Misty. Visit balloonsbymisty.com today.
Since 1972, Jarrell's Sports Center and Hockey World has provided year-round sporting goods, apparel, and of course, hockey equipment and training tools. You'll also find they have a state-of-the-art skate sharpening machine to give you the edge you need. For anything sports, stop in to Jarrell's and Hockey World. Pro Ag in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything Pro Ag has to offer. When you need the right part for your pickup, head to Northwood or call Mike's Custom Truck. Amanda will drop ship any part you need. Turbos, upgraded fuel pumps, Edge products, and more. Mike's Custom Truck, 587-6335.
Folks, as we welcome into our Grand Forks Welding and Machine High Plains Water halftime show. My name is Adrian Cummings, alongside me, Tyler Donaldson. Tyler, First half of basketball wrapped up here in East Grand Forks. Green Wave leading this one convincingly. A score 44-24, 20-point lead into the locker room. Tell me what you've seen thus far and kind of what maybe we can expect.
Well, so far the Panthers have really been playing into the trap of the Green Wave, and that's probably that, along with Vodova and her scoring touch, Tatum Vodova. That's probably the big story, I would say, so far. And for the Panthers to come back in this one or have any hope of coming back, you really got to keep the tempo upbeat.
Yes.
You really have to push the pace, as many scoring opportunities as you can, and then really it's just a matter of getting those shots to fall. Honestly, they've created a fair amount of turnovers. They've given themselves a fair amount of opportunities. If just even half of the shots that they've missed fell, this would be a much closer game, and it'd be a different story. We'd be talking differently.
And I kind of touched on it earlier, but it's not really like this game has felt like. There's only just been a couple stretches where Park Rapids, is turning the ball over a lot and not really able to do much with it, and then it kind of seems like those turnovers kind of build on each other, and that turns into 5, 6, 7, 8 points for the Green Wave. But there's been other times where they move the ball pretty quickly up the court. I mean, they're showing signs of life, or however you want to put that. It's been a nice basketball game this far. Green Wave in firm control of this one. Tatum Vodova, cannot say enough about her. She got 19 points already in this one. I would expect her total to slow down a little bit in the second half. That's just not really. Green Wave aren't necessarily a team that are just going to keep piling it on you. Yes, they'll play basketball, but they're not just going to leave their starters in the game just to pile on the points. But, it's been a nice basketball game for them so far. The press has done exactly what they wanted to. I mean, they've got to have probably well over 15 turnovers, I'd imagine.
I lost track after somewhere between 5 and 10, but yes, agreed. The trap has been working as planned and as effectively as you would want it to. Vodova is having herself a night. Her fingerprints are all over this game,
yes,
both offensively and defensively. Her passing, her shooting. All in all, it's going Green Wave's way. The scoreboard is showing that.
Yeah, absolutely. Folks, we'll send you to another break as part of our Grand Forks Welding and Machine High Plains Water halftime show. Ultra Health Systems scoreboard reads Green Wave 44, Panthers of Park Rapids 24. We'll be back in a few. For those of you watching, this is KNOX TV, and those of you listening, this is KNOX Radio, 1310 AM, 107.9 FM. We'll be right back.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Spray Advantage of Grand Forks carries everything you need for the chemical and fertilizer application on your farm. They have pumps, tips, and tanks from 3 gallons all the way up to 10,000 gallons on hand. They can help with parts and accessories for the fertilizer and tillage equipment on your farm too. Go to sprayadvantage.com.
Rust, salt, and time are the biggest enemies for a fuel tank. Never fear, because Grand Forks Welding is here to take care of your enemies for you. We not only fix or patch your tanks, but we can custom fabricate any kind of replacement fuel tanks or service unit. Go to grandforkswelding.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Today, the PS stands for proper service for your home, farm, or business, which is what you'll get from the team at PS Garage Doors in Grand Forks. Whether you need a door fixed or just thinking about replacing what you already have, no matter what the size, PS Doors offers the proper service for you. Get your proper service at psgaragedoors.com.
Apex Apparel is your quick turnaround apparel and promotional item shop in Grand Forks. If you're looking for direct-to-garment printing, embroidery work, or a huge selection of promotional items, come to Apex Apparel, your locally owned, family-run, quick turnaround apparel shop in Grand Forks.
Grand Trailer Sales in East Grand Forks is your go-to spot for enclosed utility, flatbed, and dump trailers in the Red River Valley. They have the biggest selection on hand of trailers with great pricing. If you're looking for parts, service, or simply to buy, trade, or rent a trailer, stop into East Grand Forks. GrandTrailersSales.com.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
Auto Cover, we are your solution. If you're looking to personalize your vehicle with a truck cap, suspension lift, running boards, or wheels and tires, then come into Toys for Trucks. Toys for Trucks has over 30 locations nationwide, including right here in Grand Forks. Hundreds of name brands, top-notch customer service, plus Toys for Trucks installs everything they sell. For more information, go to toysfortrucks.com or stop into our location in Grand Forks next to Walmart on Highway 2.
Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks is your locally owned dealership, and we have a great starting lineup: Ford, Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, and Ram. Nelson Auto Center of Grand Forks, proud to be part of the Grand Forks community and proud to support local sports.
Your local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
As we welcome you back to the closing minutes of this halftime show, you're watching and listening to Green Wave Basketball on KNOX and KNOX TV. Happy to have you as we got the YBA, the Little Ballers playing at the halftime show here, Tyler. Nice to get a little entertainment for us radio guys. Happy to have you folks in the broadcast. This is the Grand Forks Welding and Machine High Plains Water halftime report. Minute and a half until we get going to this one in the second half. I mean, give me just your one or two top hit points that East Grand Forks got to do to keep it rolling, and Park Rapids has got to do to, give themselves a fighting chance in this one.
Well, East Grand Forks, keep doing what you're doing. Keep trapping the Panthers, especially, as soon as they get the ball. If you watch in that first half, as soon as any Panther got the ball, whether it was a defensive rebound or even just inbounding it, there were two Green Waves members on them almost immediately.
Yes.
You can see it flusters the Panthers a bit. And then on the Panthers side, I want to see Ishins with the ball more. I want to see her taking shots more. Her and Yolenami, they seem to have the scores touch the most here so far. So keep pushing that pace. Get Ishins the ball. Let's see what happens in the second half.
And we talked about it just kind of briefly, but when the pace starts to get pushed, I mean, I think that favors, honestly, Park Rapids.
It's been there for them. When there was at least twice in the first half that I looked over to you, and we both saw two Panthers players on a 2-on-0 breakaway.
Yes.
And that's how you beat the trap. Get the ball up court as quickly as you can. Don't cheat. Don't cherry pick. You want to be defensively responsible, but get the ball up the court quickly. There will be opportunities there.
Yeah, and I think that's very well said. It's just you're exactly right. I mean, there will be opportunities. 20 points is a big hole to dig out of, but it starts with a couple good defensive possessions. We'll see if they can do it here. Folks, you're listening and watching to the halftime report as we welcome you back to this game broadcast. Happy to have this broadcast for you tonight. My name is Adrian Cummings. Tyler Dowlands and Luke Carpenter on site here at Senior High. Back at our studio, Dean Braceth going to keep us live and on the action as we get ready to go here. Panthers starting very quickly in this one. Try and catch up. So we get an early foul. That's one on Vivian Shapersky, so she'll get a chance to shoot now from the line and add to her total. She's got, not listed on the board, but I believe she's got 5 thus far. That first free throw is good. Second attempt here. This one is also good.
It's a good way to get back into the game. Make your free throws. You'll help your cause out.
Yeah, Shapersky goes 2 for 2 from that stripe early. Tatum Vodova now on the far side with it for the Green Wave. They're moving this ball very, very well. Taylor Berg up and underneath. Vodova puts a shot, and this one ends up a little bit short, rolling with the ball. And that press traps, and we're going to get a foul right away on East Grand Forks. So if you're Park Rapids, pretty good start for you. You get some points early. You hold East Grand Forks out of it. They do this a couple more times, they'll be right there.
That's how all it takes is take it play by play.
That's right. Up and underneath, the strong lay-in attempt. That one no good as Yulin Emmy, but another rebound in comes in for the Panthers here. She gets a second opportunity and doesn't let that one get away. Yulin Emmy's up to 7. Panthers on a quick 4-0 run to open this second half. Cameron Adams checking back into the game. She cycles left side to Taylor Berg. Berg top. She's got Emma Marcotte. Marcotte spots up a long 3.
That's how you stop a comeback.
That's right. That's how you kill some momentum there. As Marcotte up to 7 on the evening now. Nice three-pointer by her at a nice moment. Up and underneath now, baseline Cedarstrom. Her shot no good. Marcotte's a little bit of a sharpshooter.
She's been on tonight. I think that's her second three, maybe even her third. She's been shooting well.
And another three-point shooter having a nice night in her own right. Tatum Vodova. Gee, it's a big three. So the Green Wave hit back-to-back threes and snuff out this little Panthers mini run. Certainly a nice start to the second half. Rebound up and underneath. McKaylee Fitzpatrick ends up with it. Gives it to Emma Marcotte, who's going to work to the right side. With the ball now and fouling is Eichens.
I tell you what, Adrian, it's tough when you have a great shooter like Vodova and she's on. It's even tougher when you have someone else who's hitting their shots and can take that pressure off.
Exactly.
It makes it that much tougher to play defense and cover the shooters.
Well, and you can cheat a little bit in basketball. A lot of teams do. Another three attempt comes in for Marcotte. That one no good. Nice stretch pass here. This one ends up in the hands of Shapersky. She's going to go up and just not able to get that one. And Vodova's going to turn. Thought she might have traveled there. Definitely got away with one. Working baseline now, Berg. Marcotte does a nice job of getting open. She sends in a long three. That one no good. Ends up in the hands of Eichens. This game moving very quickly in the second half. Eichens, nice hesitation. That lay-in attempt, good.
That's what you want to see if you're the Panthers.
Yes, it is. Top of the key, taking a long shot is Cameron Adams. Front iron, no good. This rebound being fought for underneath. Falling on the ball and maybe getting a little bit of wind knocked out of her is Shapersky. She just fell
good rebound
right on top of that ball.
Good rebound. She took the worst part of that. Yeah.
Oh.
She's tough, though, staying in.
Baseline now, Ellie Marcotte going to get ready to inbound here. Marcotte, she finds Vodova far baseline. Vodova going to do a nice up and under move and just end up kicking top to Ellie Marcotte. Skylar Rustad now going to work inside baseline. She travels there. That shot no good, but that attempt was.
Good effort for sure.
Oh, excellent. And she's got a very high defensive work rate.
Yes.
Inbound pass comes to Eichens here for Park Rapids. They're going to move this ball quickly, and they've kind of found a way through this press. Eichens going to kick corner. Allie Rowling going to spot up a long three of her own. She gets it to go.
Great sequence there from the Panthers.
Excellent. I mean, that's what they really need is we're under 15 minutes here, 17-point ball game. Vodova going to send in a long three of her own to answer. That one no good. Rolling bounce pass. Vodova's going to dive in for that ball and just make a little bit too much contact on the body there. It's going to be the third Green Wave team foul just in the first 3 minutes alone in this one. Eichens with the ball now. Top of the key cycles left side. With it is Emmy. She goes far side to Roland. Roland goes for a bounce pass to find Eichens, just unable to get it. Elma Marcotte with the steal there, and Eichens goes the other way and steals this one back as Skylar Rustad's going to try and maybe force a jump ball, but the Panthers are able to push the floor. Thinking about a three is Shapersky. A long attempt comes in. That one off the hand of Emmy, and we get another Panthers offensive rebound. As a shot gets put up, and Fitzpatrick finally grabbing this ball for the Green Wave. Very quick possession there as Eichens going to snag that ball off that Skylar Rustad pass. She's got an opportunity. She's going to drive inside. Kick wing, double dribble. This is about a minute and a half of just continuous play, Tyler.
Good pace to the game here to start the second half, and I like what I'm seeing from the Panthers so far. They're doing what they did in the first half. That's not to say what they did in the first half didn't work, but they're starting to make some shots.
Yes.
They're starting to put together a little bit of momentum here. And now it's just a matter of keeping it going and stopping the Green Wave's shooters.
Well, and I think it's sort of funny, right? Like they're not really doing anything different than they did in the first half, but they're getting shots to drop, and they're not turning, they're getting turnovers, not turning the ball over, and like all of a sudden that same kind of play style, they have a similar way they want to move the ball out of the zone. They have a similar way they want to defend. I mean, all that is working for them early in this second half. Working up and inside, Cameron Adams sends a floater up. That one no good. That rebound goes to Molly Cedarstrom. Cedarstrom going to get up past near half court, but Skylar Rusted's going to steal that ball. Tatum Vodova goes to the floor away from the play. Didn't see it there. Rusted does get that one to go. So with 13.5, the Green Wave lead is back to 19. As Eichen's going to set a screen top. Working inside, and a bounce pass going to come in. This one unable to be corralled. It's going to be last touched by the Green Wave and Ella Gerber.
Green Wave going away from the trap there, that last sequence, going with a full court defense, and still getting the turnover and points with Rustad. Good defense from her. So Green Wave showing they don't need to rely on the trap to play effective defense.
Well, and that's the hard part as an opposing team is sort of East Grand Forks is just defensively sound. So it's
very.
It doesn't, they could play half court defense and probably have similar efficacy, I would imagine. Nice breakaway attempt.
Now here with the Panthers, another key that we should have mentioned earlier: limit your mistakes. Pay attention to the details. That's how you climb back into games for the Panthers. Got to limit those turnovers.
Yes, and it's plays like that when you just can't afford to take an empty possession in a game you're scratching and clawing to get back in. That makes it tough.
Every possession matters.
That's right. Gerber with the top at right side. Up and underneath is Vodova. Coming over the back is Cedarstrom. That's Nora. It'll be a foul on Cedarstrom as Vodova, I believe, will get a chance to shoot some free throws here. Both of these teams with 3 team fouls early in this second half. Folks, this broadcast brought to you by our network partners, Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Just an inbound pass for the Green Wave here. This one ends up in the hands of Skylar Rusted in the corner. She goes up and under, and a nice lay-in from Rusted. The lead is back to 19. Rusted with 6 off the bench.
She's having a great game coming off the bench.
Yes, she is. She's having an excellent game right now.
Very good defense, a lot of steals, putting up the points.
Yeah, she's had a very nice game, and she gets a rebound there and goes very quickly on the far side now, as that ball just unable to do anything with it as Eichen's with it. And here comes Rusted to defend. This one goes top of the key to Gillen-Emmy. She's going to drive inside, kick corner. That's Cedarstrom with it now. Spot up 2, nice looking shot. That one just unable to fall. Danza number 10 will get a number check here in a second. Stealing this ball in the half court is Shapersky. She's going to give it to Eichen's. Eichen's going to work inside near the free throw line. Ella Gerber, nice assist defense there. Shapersky sends it along, 3 of her own, just left center. That one no good. Tatum Vodova with it now. She's going to drive to the rack and a big charge.
That's a good call.
That's an excellent play by Shapersky. We'll see if we can take another look at it. This one brought to you courtesy of American Family Insurance, Tyler Nagel Agency. And I think we just have a sub here.
22, Ellie Marcotte.
Just over 11.5 remaining in the second half of this one. The Panthers of Park Rapids clawing to get back in this game. East Grand Forks doing what they can to maintain their comfortable lead. They've had a very nice basketball game. Nice poke steal comes in from Hams here. Ends up in the hand of Ellie Marcotte. She's going to work right side. Corner now is Hams. Thinks about it. Spots inside. Gerber. Oh, nearly with the 3-point play. Gerber's fouled on the way through. She'll get to shoot some free throws.
Starting to see some of the bench players here, some of those seniors coming in. It looks like Coach Zimney putting in, getting a lot of them in here for their last home game. You like to see it.
Yeah, starting to mix in a little bit more. Oh, excuse me. Starting to mix in a little bit more, which is nice. I mean, that's what you want in a game like this, right, where you don't want to say game in hand, but
there's no better time for it.
For all intents and purposes, game in hand. I mean, why not give some players some opportunities to, see the court and get experience it with, their friends who, East Grand Forks is a very tight community, very close community. So a lot of these players probably played the majority of their life with the same 6 or 7 girls.
Yep.
Panthers get it past half court here. Eichen's defended very nicely by Walsh. Just unable to do anything with it. Up underneath, nice shovel pass. Eichen's attempt, I think Marcotte got a fingertip on it, but it is rebounded. Long shot comes in from Cedarstrom. That one no good. Taylor Berg going to grab a rebound. Berg going to bounce pass to Gerber. Gerber going to go up to the rack, unable to get it to go. And here we see that pace creeping up and just getting a little bit faster now as Eichen's with the left side. Kicks corner, baseline, Cedarstrom. Eichen sends in a long three. That one is no good, but this ball will stay with the Panthers. Also in the game is Macy Jalbert for the Panthers. Inbound pass from Eichens. Finds the hands of Ella Gerber. Nice steal off the play there as Taylor Berg's going to push up court and float this one ahead for Hams. Hams thought about it inside. A little bit of a streaking Gerber, just unable to get it to go anywhere. Zeichens gets her pocket picked on the backside. And Taylor Berg's going to put up a circus shot, but just unable to get it to go. They're going to say she got fouled on the way through, so Berg will get a chance to shoot and give these players a chance to catch their breaths after what was a very, another burst again, minute and a half there of just constant basketball.
Yeah, flurry of plays, and it's definitely been a start and stop game, but every now and then we're getting these moments of back and forth, and that's definitely to the Green Wave's benefit, I think.
Green Wave pushed the lead to 21 there in firm control of this game.
I think if you're the Green Wave at this point, you want to see the clock just keep moving, and
that's right.
Try to play a good, clean, finish to the second half here. Take it easy. Don't no injuries, nothing, nothing too crazy to think about. Just ride this one out to the end and let that clock run.
Yeah, and that's a lot of times what it turns into in these games that are not as tight as it's. Let's just get out of here. Let's just get home and not worry about it really.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
That's right.
Don't look ahead to the next game, but there's still a game to finish. But yeah, I think you're absolutely right, Adrian.
Just over 10 minutes remain in this one. The Panthers trail by 22 as the Green Wave putting on a very, very nice defensive performance. Jalbert now going to swing this ball around. Cedarstrom top key. Jalbert now working left side. In the post is Shapersky. She goes up but is fouled on the way through, so she'll get a chance to shoot some free throws here. She had a nice job. She started off the second half with a pair of free throws for the Panthers. But has been unable to cash in since. That first one goes through the upright. Through the nylon, rather. She goes 1 for 2 on the free throw attempts. And we got a ball on the floor. We'll get a jump ball. This one will go to East Grand Forks. So they'll get a chance to inbound now from the baseline. With the ball is Hams. Crossing that Green Wave logo. Excuse me, that's Cameron Adams. Emma Marcotte with it now, gets her pocket picked on the way through from Jalbert, who cycles this one off. This one now in the hands of Yulin Emmy. Working right side top, long spot in three is going to come in. That one off the hands of Shapersky, but that one no good. Green Wave turning quickly, and this is the kind of the insane thing is Emma Gerber, able to cash in on a nice long three to an erupting crowd here. Gerber up to 4 on the evening. Coming the other way and getting a nice floor to go is Molly Cedarstrom.
I think Gerber has some fans in the stands.
That much is apparent. As we're halfway through this one, Green Wave lead by a score of 60-38. In firm control, this girls team looking to improve to 13-9. They do have a little bit more basketball to play here as they try to get through it. Stepping into a nice shot, top of the key, Cameron Adams, she gets it to go. Adams adding a 3 of her own, so the Green Wave, some sharp shooting from behind the arc in the last couple possessions here, starting to spread this game out. Nearly a 30-point basketball game now. Green Wave do lead by 28. Up and inside is Shapersky. Defended at the rim very nicely by Hams, and that one just unable to get inside. And we will get some subs into this game.
Three-pointers has been another story this game, Adrian. The Green Wave, they've made a wave of them, you could say.
Yeah, right.
Panthers, they've made a couple, but Green Wave definitely winning in the three-point battle.
East Grand Forks done a really nice job shooting that long ball, and it's worked out very well for them. Shapursky inside, guarded by Gerber. Shapursky gets it again, and Gerber gets her hand in there. Shapursky turned, Gerber's arm kind of took with her, and was a convincing foul call, we'll say. With the ball now baseline to inbound of the Panthers, 8 minutes and 4 seconds remain in this one. Far side is Jalbert. She needs some help inside. This one picked off by Cameron Adams. Nice play there is Emma Marcotte. And with a foul on the ball is Allie Rowland. So the Green Wave will get a shot to inbound this one. Just 7:53 remain in this one. They're cruising comfortably. Nearly a 30-point basketball game for them, so really nice showing. They've played good basketball all night and all season long. Tonight is just an exclamation point on what has been a very, very nice season for them thus far. Tatum Vodova far side. She gets this one underneath to Ellie Marcotte. Makes a great play to stretch to Emma on the far side. Berg going to spot up a long one, Adams rather, and that one drops. And we're going to get a timeout here from the Panther bench, folks. We're going to take it with them. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching and listening to KNOX.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Folks, as we welcome you back to senior high, this game all Green Wave. Tyler, the last few minutes, the Green Wave have really started to cash in. You know, they're generally a pretty good team from behind the arc, but it's been very apparent, I would say, in the last even handful, 4, 5, 6 possessions of what this Green Wave team is able to do when they're on.
Absolutely. Vodova got them started off in the first half, and I believe it was Marcotte, Emma Marcotte's been following up as well. But now here in the second half, it's dropping for almost anyone on the Green Wave who's putting up a three. So they're starting to pour it on.
Yes, and that's kind of been the separator in this game is, a lot of things. The Green Wave clearly the better team tonight, but those three-pointers have really turned into the story of this game as, kind of a lot of different players are getting involved. Vodova goes for a nice floater, too, inside left.
Nice left-handed take by Vodova.
Yeah, very nice finish as well as the lead is now up to 30. Green Wave lead by a score of 68-38. With the ball now, Cameron Adams. She's going to come up past half court and kick it corner to McKaylee Fitzpatrick. Baseline going to drive Ellie Marcotte. We're going to get a foul on Jalbert, I believe. That foul is on Macy Jalbert, and we're going to get some subs in here. Coming into this game, Anna Ulanemi. I believe a new number, if I'm not mistaken, that's Allie Michelson. It is. Shooting one free throw, Ellie Marcotte. That one just a little strong, no good. Quick rebound and shovel underneath as the Panthers want to waste no time and keep moving in this one. Long spot up three from Cedarstrom comes in. That one just no good. Working for this rebound underneath and getting it is Ellie Marcotte. She flips far side to Tatum Vodova. Just over 6 minutes remaining on our Ultra Health System scoreboard. Green Wave lead 68-38. Emma Marcotte going to spot up a long three top center, no good. Working quickly the other way is Allie Rowland. Nice stretch pass, and she finds the hands of Anna Ulanemi, who drops it in as well. This game been really back and forth, working very quickly, but the Green have done a nice job. That full court press not been as apparent, I'll say, in the second half. I mean, it's still there, of course, but the Panthers have found some ways out of it, but just had enough work to do that made it a little bit tough for them to find a little bit of a foothold.
Absolutely, and yeah, the Panthers, it's as we said, they need to keep the pace up here in the second half to come back, and I think to that effect they have the 2 fast break points in a row there for them. But so far it just hasn't been enough, and with 5 minutes left, it's probably not going to be enough.
Thinking about it there in transition is Cedarstrom. She decides to hold up, driving to the rack, but getting fouled on the way through. Ulanemi, she'll get a chance to shoot 2 free throws. Yeah, there's been definitely spurts where Park Rapids has played well and had, things to look forward to, and then it kind of couple turnovers, maybe a couple empty possessions, whatever it might be, and that's the hard part about playing an East Grand Forks team that is so stifling, is that you can't afford to have 2 or 3 bad minutes because that really just changes the complexion of the game.
Absolutely, and I think another thing we're seeing here tonight is the depth of the Green Wave here in East Grand Forks, scoring from everyone who steps on the court really for them, whereas with the Panthers, it's been tough to find some consistent points, as we've noted, and so it really, you're just seeing the Green Wave continue to pour it on from really everyone on the court.
And the other piece to this is that the Green Wave, when they play this full court press, they have so many players who are playing throughout the course of the game that your starters don't really get so tired because you're cycling through just like, tons of players, for lack of a better way of saying it. I mean, when I look over at the bench, we got 5 on the floor, and there's 7 people on the bench that have played in this game. That's a total of 12. I mean, that's unheard of in basketball.
They are a deep team, a very deep team, and that, as you said, that benefits everyone involved, especially the starters. When you don't have to spend as much time on the court, you can really conserve your energy and give it your all. But if you're out there for a full 36 minutes, that's you kind of have to start picking and choosing where you really put that effort in, that full effort. And so with a deep bench, it really just benefits the whole team.
Yes, it spreads out kind of the energy exerted, for lack of a better way of putting it. I mean, it spreads out who's got to do what. As Taylor Berg gets a nice 2 inside there. She's up to 11 on this game. I'm shorting her 2 points on my stat sheet here. Long spot up 3 comes in for the Panthers. This one no good. We're right around 4 minutes left, folks. Green Wave got a 34-point lead in this one. They lead by a score of 70-46. Top of the key now, Berg. She's going to drive inside, go to tuck. Vadova's going to put that one up. No good. Thought there was a foul. Can't do anything but just smile. But no call there. Driving with it now and kicking corner. Spot up 3. This one's going to come in from Norris Cedarstrom.
There's that 3 you've been looking for.
She gets it to fall. Finally, Cedarstrom gets that one to drop. It's probably one of the first 3s they've made tonight. Just been a really tough night for them from beyond the arc.
They had 1 or 2 in the first half, maybe 2 or 3, but here in the second half, I believe that's their first one. And honestly, if a couple more of those fall, it'd be a different story.
Absolutely. Foul on number 30, Madeline Brandt inside here. Shooting this ball is going to be Taylor Berg. 3 minutes, 22 seconds remain on our Ultra Health Systems scoreboard. Happy to have you folks along on the Rivards Turf and Forage Grand Trailer Sale Network. Dean Braceth back at Layton World Headquarters. We thank him for his help this evening. Luke Carpenter to my right, Tyler Donaldson to my left. My name is Adrian Cummings. This second free throw attempt is no good, but getting that rebound and working hard for it is Berg. And we get another foul almost immediately back the other way. So Tatum Vadova now will get a chance to shoot a few free throws here.
Vadova having a strong game, as we said. Weren't sure if the Green Wave would need as much from her here in the second half as they got from her in the first half, and so far I don't think that she has, but still a very, very strong effort and a good second half from her.
Yeah, not the type of player that's going to really like demand the ball in a game like this. And to be fair, not really the type of player that's going to demand the ball really ever. She sort of lets the game dictate what's going to come her way, and that's why likely she'll finish as one of the best players in East Grand Forks history. I mean, she just has got to feel an intelligence for the game of basketball that you don't see on every player that comes through. And like you said, didn't know how much they really would need to lean on her, but her 18 or 19 first half points certainly enough to get the job done. As we get a steal here from Berg. She's going to take this one over the logo and look to the corner. In the corner, she's got Ellie Marcotte, who spots up a long one. That one no good. She's going to work for the rebound, but she misses that one. Far side now, Cedarstrom. Nice bounce pass. That one just a little bit strong by Ulanemi. Tatum Vadova going to get pushing up the court and kick wing to Berg in the corner. Berg going to flutter this one inside. Ella Gerber gets a nice board and finally gets Ellie Marcotte for that three. I think they've been trying to cycle the ball her way for the last couple possessions.
Absolutely. It's good to see it fall.
Finally gets that one to go. Far side now, Ishins. Top of the key, under two. With the ball now, far side, Nora Cedarstrom. This one, they're cycling the ball well, but someone's got to take a shot here. 13 seconds remain. Nice and up and inside. Ulanemi not able to get that one to fall. And the foul comes in. This one going to be, I believe, on Vadova. Carly Walsh, my apologies. Nora Cedarstrom at the line now. The first free throw attempt is good. Green Wave with a comfortable 25-point lead in the final 2 minutes of this game. As we're going to get a litany of subs, so some new players making their way into this game. If I'm not mistaken, we got an all-senior lineup out there for the Green Wave now. Second free throw attempt is no good. Ellie Marcotte's going to get a shot to inbound here on the far side. Marcotte cycles this one into her sister Emma. Emma now on the right side. Going to work left. Long three comes in from Cameron Adams. That one no good. Gerber gets a big board. She goes up on the glass. Unable to get that one, and this one rebounded by the Panthers. The press is all but done in this one game. In this game, folks, and that's pretty much all they're going to write. Is the Green Wave got a comfortable 25-point lead. Another steal here, minute and a half to play, and that likely will be the final margin in this one. Emma Marcotte kicks corner to Ellie Marcotte. Floater. Walsh with it nearly. Gerber puts a shot up, but unable to get it. And she's fouled in the closing minutes of this one. That foul pushes the Green Wave into the double bonus, though. From here on out, get to shoot some free throws. At first free throw attempt is good. We got a full line change coming in here.
Getting the rest of the team on the court here for the closing minute of this matchup.
Gerber makes both free throws.
Gerber's had a strong game as well off the bench. Number of points, number of rebounds. I've liked her game as well.
Yes. And a nice standing ovation for the seniors checking out here at East Grand Forks Senior High. It is senior night as they honored all 7 seniors that they have. A large graduating senior class for this girls basketball team, for really any basketball team, I would say. With the steal now and ending up with this one going coast to coast. Lane attempt is good. That one, Hayden Berg making her opportunity, the most of her opportunity. We're under a minute to play here. Green Wave lead by 29 in this game, so a dominant performance for them over the Park Rapids Panthers. We'll talk about that in our post-game show, give you a little bit of analysis and tell you what we're looking forward to for the next couple weeks of KNOX coverage here. Corner now where the Panthers Spildy with a nice box out there. Thorvaldsen nearly able to poke that one out of bounds. Spot and attempt comes up, and this one's going to be grabbed by the Green Wave with 30 seconds remaining. It's likely will be the last possession of the game. Shot clock's off. Spildy works far side Hams. And that'll pretty much do it for the Green Wave. Save for a Lily Thorvaldsen corner three. That's going to do it, folks. Green Wave going to win this one by a final margin of 82 as we're going to get a foul with 1 second left here. Green Wave going to win this one by a score of 82-50. Just a dominant performance. Tyler, I know we'll save a little bit of it for the post-game show, but hard to argue with what we saw here tonight and thinking this Green Wave team is ready for the postseason.
They are looking good. They are playing well here at the end of the season. As we talked about in the pregame, it looks like they might be peaking at the right time. A couple of really strong efforts here tonight and last week as they approach the postseason.
Yeah, we're getting closer to that. We'll do our best to get some postseason coverage. The rights sort of swap around a little bit with what's available. Normally we just get to show up and have fun, but in the postseason it changes just a tiny bit here. So the Green Wave, a convincing win over the Park Rapids area Panthers. Folks, we'll send this one to a break. When we come back, we'll talk through our postgame show, a couple of postgame elements there. But it's short and sweet. The Green Wave take care of business here in Grand Forks. Folks, we'll be back in a few minutes. You're listening and watching KNOX TV.
Your family deserves clean, filtered water. High Plains Water offers Millennium Drink Water System, which delivers great-tasting water and also eliminates harmful impurities. Professionally installed and maintained by High Plains Water of Grand Forks. See them at highplainswater.com.
When you're in pain, you need more than just a doctor. You need a problem solver. Count on All True Orthopedics and Sports Medicine and get back to what moves you.
Big Jim's Tire is the area's #1 farm and ag tire supplier, and with harvest here, you want the best. Best tires, best service, and Big Jim's will get it done fast to get you moving again. Big Jim's Tire, Grand Forks.
Up's ready. Hello, this is Drew from Spray Advantage, and now is the time to go through your planter and make sure your pumps, tips, tanks, and lines are working properly for next season. Spray Advantage in Grand Forks carries everything you need to get your planter, water trailer, and liquid fertilizer setups working better than the day you bought it. And right now, get up to a 3% discount on vertical 1550, 1750, and 3,000 gallon tanks. Spray Advantage in Grand Forks, everything you need for the spraying and application process.
As we welcome you into this Spray Advantage Lake Region State College post-game show. Tyler, certainly some happy East Grand Forks fans leaving the gymnasium tonight. They take care of business against Park Rapids area, the Panthers. A convincing 82-50 win for the Green Wave tonight. Talk about what you saw from your seat here as our color analyst.
Al, the fans in attendance got to see a pretty good one tonight, Adrian. The Green Wave put on a performance. As we said at the start of the game, the outcome would likely, for the Green Wave, would likely ride on the shoulders of Tatum Vodova, and really she put on quite a performance here. First half scoring 18 points, I think, somewhere in that
18
area.
or 19,
yeah.
not exactly sure.
And she did it from all over the court, too. She knocked down a number of three-pointers here. She was cutting, in close shots, some spot-up jumpers as well, getting her teammates involved. And so really the game definitely seemed to follow. She dictated the flow of the game. The whole team really did, but she was definitely the bell cow here for this one. And then from the Panthers side, there was a lot of good that the Panthers did. We discussed already, but unfortunately a number of mistakes. You mentioned it multiple times, Adrian. Just too many periods of handing the ball right back to the Green Wave. Just as soon as the Panthers would get the ball, they'd turn it right over. And a lot of that is the product of the byproduct of the Green Wave's trap, full court press and trap.
Yes.
But unfortunately, there was a lot of shooting, the Panthers shooting themselves in their own feet. And unfortunately, when you're playing against a strong team like the Green Wave, where they just have, such strong defensive structure and players, you really can't make as many mistakes as the Panthers did tonight. And unfortunately, they couldn't catch up and overcome their own mistakes.
Yeah, and not to sound like a crazy person, but if you're East Grand Forks, this is probably like the perfect game for you, really. You start a little bit slow. I mean, it's not maybe exactly like coming out of the chute like, you're a bloodhound after a fox, but, they start a little bit slow, but then we see over the course of this game that that press just starts to constrict, and then all of a sudden you're holding them to an empty possession. You're coming down the floor and you're getting 2 or you're getting 3, and then it's another empty possession. All of a sudden it's 4 or 5 steals in a row, and then that is how they want to play this game. They go into the halftime locker room with a comfortable lead. And Panthers for a minute come out and play very strong to start the second half. All credit to them. I mean, they came out and were ready for a fight. But then this one just seemed to get away as the game traipsed on.
And I think we alluded to it earlier. As you said, Panthers coming out strong in the second half, but there's a reason why they play 18 minutes in each half.
That's right.
And it's the Green Wave they have a very deep bench, getting contributions from up and down the lineup, not just Vodva. We said, we mentioned her strong start to the game, her strong first half, but really what we saw in the second half was the Green Wave
the
team dropping shots from all over.
Yes.
A number of players nailing 3-pointers. And unfortunately, you just didn't see that from the Panthers from Park Rapids. Really, a couple players on Park Rapids. I know we're probably going to get to our player highlights here in a little bit, but the Park Rapids did have a couple of players that played pretty strong games, but as a team, though, their lack of depth unfortunately showed, and the East Grand Forks depth did show, and the scoreboard reflects that.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the tail of the tape here, folks. Like you had mentioned, we'll talk through some players. That'll come on our next post-game segment show, folks. We're going to head to a break shortly. You're listening to the Spray Advantage Lake Region State College post-game report. Final score from this East Grand Forks tonight, and from this one, Green Wave leading this one by a score of 82-50. They cruise, especially in the second half as this game spreads out. Folks, we'll send you to a break. When we come back, we'll take you through some scoring summaries the best we have them, maybe some notables. We'll talk through sort of the final games, a little peek ahead at what's to come for the Green Wave, and that will do it for our broadcast tonight. We'll be back in just a minute. You're listening and watching KNOX.
There's never been a better time of year than now to get that new Ford from Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks. It's the model year closeout, and you can drive off in a new F-150 XLT and save up to $14,500, or choose low 2.9% financing for 60 months. Ford Escape, another great buy. Save up to $4,250 and get low 1.9% for 66 months. Hurry in for huge discounts and low financing during our model year closeout at Nelson Auto Center in Grand Forks.
Whether it's a golf course, your lawn, a pasture on your farm, cover crop, or even a food plot to help you get that big buck, Rivard's Turf and Forage of Grand Forks has developed, mixed, and packaged the premium specialized seed you need for almost every application. Plus, they also carry a full line of ice melter products for your home or business. To check out all their products, go to rivards.com.
It's hard to explain what this feels like. We could try to put it into words, but nothing compares to experiencing it for yourself. You just have to get in the seat.
Visit True North Equipment at any of our 10 locations or at www.truenorthequipment.com.
Signature Graphics in East Grand Forks is your one-stop shop for all your branding and design needs. From embroidery, vinyl wrapping, laser print, and more, fully customized from start to finish, all in-house. Signature Graphics. We craft your vision. You watch it come to life.
Picture yourself at Lake Region State College. With faculty and staff here to help you succeed, we know you by name. Picture your success as you get hands-on ready for the workforce or transfer on to earn your bachelor's degree. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
As guys, we all love our trucks. That's why Toys for Trucks is your headquarters for all things truck. They carry an amazing selection of rims and tires, plus floor mats, tonneau covers, hitches, plows, and even Excalibur remote car starters for any car, truck, or SUV. And the best part? They can install everything for your truck right at their location. Stop out at Toys for Trucks in Grand Forks to customize your ride, or check them out at toysfortrucks.com.
When you think breakfast, you think Perkins Restaurant. Whether you keep it simple with a fresh-baked mammoth muffin and coffee or go all out and try the tremendous 12 breakfast, Perkins Restaurant is your breakfast place. Perkins Restaurant and a great breakfast make the perfect team.
Franson Bank and Trust in Grand Forks is a community bank that caters to businesses, farms, and consumers. They provide customized financial solutions with personalized customer service. Let Franson Bank give you the banking relationship you deserve. Real people, real results.
ProAg in Grand Forks and Grafton carries the equipment and parts on hand to make your farming operation run smooth. They carry all major brands like Honeybee, Alloway, Amity, Artex, Hardy, Capello, Monosem, Pickett, Wilrich, and Black Ace. So whether you're trading in, buying, or just need parts, go to ProAgEquip.com to see everything ProAg has to offer.
Bachelor's degree for a portion of the cost of going to a larger public or private university, or enroll in one of our career-ready technical programs. Let Lake Region State College help you find your future. Go to lrsc.edu. Check us out, visit, and get registered. Lake Region State College. We change lives.
Thermal Air is here to keep your home or business comfortable. With more than 20 years of experience, Thermal Air can handle any plumbing, furnace, or air conditioner problems and help you stay on top of your heating and cooling maintenance. Call Thermal Air, your Bryant certified dealer.
Grand Forks! Did you know that you could save up to $1,200 in federal tax credits when you re-insulate your home? So don't wait. Re-insulate. Request a free estimate from Cullen Insulation. Grand Forks Owens Corning Certified Energy Expert Professional. Visit culleninsulation.com or call 701-738-0640.
Our local Circle K and Holiday Station stores are proud to support high school activities. Stop by the new Circle K location at 1316 South Washington Street for not only gas, but a wide array of hot and cold food, snacks for everyone, and a car wash. Open 24/7, 7 days a week.
Yep. If I live close to like the play, like here going to UND hockey, that's fine. In the college atmosphere, love the college atmosphere.
As we walk you back into this Spray Advantage Lake Region State College post-game show, my name is Adrian Cummings, alongside me Tyler Donaldson. Some seniors getting ready for some final pictures here in East Grand Forks. Certainly a nice night for them as they go out with a bang. And senior night they win by a score of 82-50. We'll take you through some scoring summaries to the best of our ability. We'll give out a couple post-game awards and do a quick look ahead for the Green Wave, folks. So I'll do the best that I can. I did not get complete numbers in the Green Wave. You know, they're subbing players in and out, so I wasn't able to get quite a perfect tally, but I should have a pretty good chunk of it. Emma Marcotte, she finishes with 7. Kaylee Fitzpatrick I have for 2. I've got a feeling that might be a little light. Taylor Berg, she finishes with 11. Cameron Adams, number 15, she finishes with 13. Tatum Vadova, she finishes with 26 for the Green Wave tonight. Just a great performance from her. Likely a shoo-in for our PS Garage Doors player of the game. Number 22, Ellie Marcotte, she finishes with 6. Lainey Hams, I believe, finishes with 2. Skylar Rusted finishes with 6. And Ella Gerber with 6 as well. Not a perfect scoring summary total, but as you can tell, Green Wave getting a lot of contributions from players sort of all up and down the lineup, Tyler.
Yeah, you highlighted a couple of my notables already, but I'll piggyback off of you. Yeah, I really liked Emma Marcotte's game. Her along with Vadova in the first half, where she was knocking down 3-pointers left and right as well. Her outside shooting was very noticeable. And then off the bench, I really liked Skylar Rustad's game. Not just her offense. She's quick with the ball. She's looking for her teammates. She's not afraid to drive. She's fearless driving to the hoop. But her defensive game is great. She had a number of steals, turning the ball over, getting the ball back for the Green Wave. And then Ella Gerber, I mentioned before, I thought she was strong as well, coming off the bench with her points and rebounds as well.
So, folks, we'll take you through some final awards in this one. These awards brought to you by our local partners. First, our PS Garage Doors Player of the Game. The PS stands for Pride and Service. For our Player of the Game tonight, I'm going to give a little bit of a sleeper pick. Cameron Adams, she finishes with 13 points in her senior evening. She had a really nice game, and honestly, if she didn't pick up that third foul in the first half, we probably would have seen a lot more of her throughout this game. I mean, she played well, got a lot of points when she was in, had a lot of nice looks. Thought she played exceptionally well, distributing the ball on the offensive end. So Cameron Adams is going to be my PS Garage Doors Player of the Game.
I like it. She played a very efficient game.
Yes, efficient's a great word.
Yep, and like you said, she put up her points, but she got her teammates involved as well. She wasn't as noticeable defensively maybe as other players, but I don't say that as a bad thing, because a lot of the times, if you're not noticing someone on defense, it's maybe not necessarily because they're not being impactful, but it's because they're doing their part, and a part of that strong defensive unit. So I thought a overall strong game from Cameron Adams. And if you don't mind me sneaking in my little player of the game, I'll take some low-hanging fruit and I'll say Tatum Vadova. What is there to say about her? Great game from her.
Yeah, just Vadova doing kind of what we've all become accustomed to in really leading the way for this Green Wave team. And she had 18 or 19 very casual points in the first half. I mean, it wasn't like, holy crap, she's taking over, and it's crazy. I mean, it just felt like a Sunday afternoon stroll at the park.
Yep, she makes it look effortless.
That's right. We'll now go through our finest auto trim cover of the game. It's given to the best defensive player on any given evening. I'm going to do a little bit of a different one here. I'm going to go with Haley Eichens from the Park Rapid area Panthers. I thought she had a very nice defensive performance. A lot of poke steals up top. Played good defense. Had a couple just straight up stealing a pass from midcourt. So Eichens from Park Rapid area is going to be my defensive player of the game.
I would agree with that as well. She was very noticeable defensively. I thought she had a strong game. I feel like if a couple more of Eichens' shots had dropped, she could have been in the running for player of the game if if the game was closer, and everything. But I thought she had a very strong game as well. Would have liked to see a couple more of her shots fall. But overall, defensively, I thought she was great.
Yeah, great night for Eichens, and she'll win our finest auto trim player of the game. We'll do just a little bit of a quick look ahead for you folks as we get ready to close out the season for the Green Wave. Just 2 weeks remain in this regular season. They have 4 games ahead of them. 2 next week are at home. Week following, they go on the road. So Thief River Falls is going to come here and play in this gym next Monday. Sacred Heart going to play here Tuesday. Big rubber match. The senior, kind of the big rivalry match in town. That will be the last home game for the seniors against Sacred Heart next Tuesday. And then the week following, they go on the road Tuesday, Thursday at Roseau, at Perham. Folks, that's going to do it for our broadcast. Tyler, we'll get final thoughts from you, and we'll close it out and send this one home.
Absolutely. A great overall team effort from the Green Wave. They're tough to beat. When they're on defensively, it's tough to penetrate that trap. But when they're making their shots on top of that, they are tough to beat. And I think it's, as we said earlier, great timing for them to be playing as well as they are here with 4 regular season games left.
Yes. Folks, that'll do it for all of us here. Dean Braceth back at the Layton studio, keeping us on the air and on the boards. We're thankful for his help this evening. Luke Carpenter keeping us on the action, our cameraman extraordinaire. Tyler Donaldson, your color analyst tonight. And Adrian Cummings, I was your play-by-play voice and on-site engineer. For all of you listening on KNOX 1310 AM 107.9, we thank you for joining us on this broadcast. For those of you watching on KNOX TV, we could not do it without our network partners. This postgame show brought to you by Spray Advantage and Lake Region State College. And this network broadcast brought to you by Rivard's Turf and Forage and Grand Trailer Sales. Folks, that'll do it for us. Have a nice Friday night from all of us at